right now to try to do away with all homesteaded property taxes. I was trying to look at this with the City of Miami. I think from property taxes, you get $650 million roughly in property taxes. About a third of that, I guess, would be homesteaded property.
Yeah.
It's a little over $100 million, I believe.
A little over $100 million. Yeah. Do you support the governor's idea of trying to get rid of homesteaded property taxes? And how do you deal with the resulting loss of revenue for the City of Miami? What programs would you end up being willing to cut?
Well, the governor's plan, I think he wants to put it on the ballot, and I think it's gonna win hands down. My issue has to do with how we're being overtaxed and underserved. So, for example, if we're looking at $102, $103 million in property taxes, we just had the chief financial officer here tell us that we've been overtaxed $95 million. So the delta is very small. We can find that delta in efficiencies. Our city budget is bloated right now. We're spending stuff left and right. When I left the city, we only had a budget of about $1.5 billion. I think there are opportunities here for efficiencies, and nothing has to suffer. If I may, one quick one. In the 2 years that I was city manager, my second year budget was less than my first year budget. That hardly ever happens, and no services suffered because of that.
I want to bring Eileen in. You're dealing with this, currently at the county level with regard to loss of potential property taxes. What would it mean in the City of Miami if you did away with homesteaded property taxes?
Well, I think what we're looking at is about $100 million. That has to be evaluated, but that's not the only issue that's going on, right? The city budget has virtually doubled in the past 5 years. And I live there, my services haven't doubled, and I haven't talked to anyone who thinks their services have doubled. And let's be real, costs have gone up, right? You know that, it's costing more to do projects, et cetera, et cetera. An incredible evaluation and a deep dive into the city budget has to happen. And let's also talk about the permitting system. That costs us so much money because it's not just outside people that are getting permitting. Let's say we have resiliency projects. We're going to put in some stormwater drains. We're going to put in some stormwater pumps. It can take 2 to 3 years to get the permits for their own projects in the city. And that means the cost for those projects go up 40%.
How do you fix the permitting issue in the City of Miami?
So when I arrived at the County Commission, our permitting system was pretty bad. It took 2 years to permit an affordable housing building, and then it took 2 years to build it. Well, that's ridiculous. So I passed the legislation and all of the accompanying funding for new computer systems to dramatically overhaul the county's permitting system. Last time I permitted affordable housing building, both were in the City of Miami. One under county permitting, 107 days. The other one under city permitting, 15 months. We are locking people out of housing. And that also means the housing is going up. Because for every month you wait for a permit, cost of lumber is going up, cost of concrete's going up, cost of steel is going up, cost of labor's going up. There are ways to save money because we need to look not just only at homesteaded folks getting money back, right? They actually have the benefit of owning a home. 70% of the people that live in the City of Miami rent. They're not going to get a break on their taxes with what the governor's proposing. That's why we've got to look at the holistic budget. So if we can reduce property taxes for non-homesteaded folks, we can save them money.